Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well today. I definitely caught whatever Sean gave me the other day, so I was sick for the past couple days, but I'm feeling really good right now. And as you can hear, Mango and actually Pip was too dancing along to the intro, so that also raised the energy. So I'm glad to be here today, and it's kind of nice actually being here on a Thursday, something a little different. Um, I will actually too let me put it in the link real quick for everybody. And if anybody wants to pop in today, and that's fine, I'll add that to the thing. And then what else do I gotta do? Oh, I know, I gotta light the candle. I just finished smudging before I came in. It is really cold outside. Candle is now lit. Yeah, it's really super cold outside. The sun's out, and I think it's like 10. So it's like so warm. I hope it's good where all you are, and I thank all of you for coming in. And I am just going to actually, let me look and take a peeky here. Lisa, let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and say hi to everybody as I go down the list. Let's see, and I'll probably stay here for a little bit while I try to get everybody's reads in. I hope everybody's had a good week so far. We're coming in. Hi, Dave. I see you on the bottom. I'll get you in a minute. Yeah, we've had a good week here. It's been kind of crazy weather, but you're good because you're in the house. And hey, tomorrow starts a weekend, so that's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, no problem. Saying that Facebook isn't getting the stream on my page or something. So I don't know what that is. I'll deal with it later. So, okay, Lisa, let me pull you in really quick here and give you the seventh card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is a nice card. The card that comes up today for you is the Orca. Okay. I prefer calling them Orca to killer whales because I don't think they do anything out of the norm from what they're supposed to do. And within the tribal people and indigenous people around the world, actually, they're known as keepers of knowledge. They kind of take care of the oceans, but they are a very old creature that goes way back. So they're the keeper of knowledge. And when they show up, that means that knowledge is going to be shared with you. Oh, hang on. This thing's doing weird stuff. Okay. And it's doing really weird stuff today. What is it doing? Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. So anyway, the Orca, okay, is a really unique creature because when they go and swim in their pods, they protect each other in their pods. They'll hunt together as a pod, like 2 or 3 of them in a pod. They're very fast, they're very quick. But again, like I said, they're keepers of the knowledge. So what I'm being shown with that for you today, I feel like what they're showing me is they're actually doing this, like one in front of the other, then one in front of the other, and then the one goes back and the one comes up. And I feel like there's a situation that's going on, and it's like kind of like out of your control, okay? And it keeps going 1 step forward, 2 steps back, or you're repeating over and over the same thing, and you think you get to that place and there's still more stuff to go on. So what I'm being shown right now is to kind of take a breath, kind of sit in your own space for a little bit and really think about what's going on. And they're literally showing me like 3 points. Okay, almost like the top of an arrow or the 2 sides of a triangle like this. And it's like you get up and then you go down the other side. So you have to kind of give yourself the time to be able to look at it, but look at it in the right way. And actually the knowledge, which the orcas are representing, is you have the knowledge for what was given to you for whatever this particular situation is. And I feel like a lot of frustration there. So so they're basically telling you to stop just for a second and take that breath and really look at the things that are involved with whatever this issue is or this happening is with you. And when you do, you'll say, oh, why didn't I see that before? Because that answer is there and it's been given to you, but you just haven't seen it because you've been kind of doing this, going up and down and up and down. So focus on what the goal is rather than how you get there. It's kind of like when you're sitting today and you're like, oh man, I need to get this done today or whatever. And then you start thinking about the week, right? And you're going, oh, what should I be doing Sunday? Or maybe I could do, don't think about that. Live in the moment. Look at what you already have because you're holding the answer already. And this is what they're saying. It's like the keepers of knowledge. Okay. You've been shared the information you need. Just allow it to come through and allow yourself to calm your space because I feel like it's agitated a little bit. Let yourself calm down so that you can see the choices and the answers that have been given to you and you can choose which way you want to take it based on that. But you do have the information you need to move forward. So that's a card for you today, Lisa. And I'm sorry that kind of started off kind of crazy. I didn't mean the computer to go whack. So, okay, I hope that resonates with you. And let's see. Hello, how are you?
Fine, you?
I feel kind of weird being here on a Thursday.
It's good, though.
Yeah, I like it. It just kind of switches things up, too. And I feel way better than I did the other day. So I hope
good.
Sean's better. But, you guys can all blame it on Sean anyway, because he's the one that gave it to me.
We always do.
Yeah, because we're probably usually right. We always blame
it. Yeah. Right? It's always his fault.
Yep. It's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see what I have for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You got white sage today, and it's kind of ironic. I just burned a bunch of sage before I came on and cleansed the cards and everything. And the white sage is about cleansing, and it's about sacred space, and it's about being able to get rid of the negative. And what I'm being shown is actually like just what I did was like with smudge, and it's like going around you, and it's actually supposed to be giving you some peace and calm in your space, your physical space. I'm also seeing that it'll be kind of the reason they're doing it, they just said, is because you aren't taking the time for yourself. So they're almost going to cause you to feel this peace and calm and slow down. And I feel that this is going to be moving in like tomorrow and through part of the weekend. It'll be just like, wow, okay, I have time to do for me. And a lot of this, and I believe each time I've read you, it's very much the same. So it's like you have this really big drive to get things done. You get focused on something and it's, work. Yeah. Even if it's social, it's still work. And they're just telling me to tell you, you need to take time for self. And this is why they're almost like, your spirit family is almost like with the smoke that I just burned in here, kind of letting it go around you. And it's almost like they're going to force you into that place of calm and peace. And they're also telling me they're going to help you with your sleep pattern. Are you losing sleep at night? Have you not been sleeping well?
No, sometimes, but it's not often.
Well, what I'm being shown is almost like you're going to be visited during your sleep time, but it's to calm and bring your level of energy to balance again. And it's almost like you wake up in the middle of the night. Or when you do get up, it's like not your regular time to get up. And what they're going to do is they're going to force that information on you. So when this happens and you kind of get up, kind of write down, keep something near you that you can write down or record on your phone. A lot of people sleep with their phone next to them on the nightstand, but record what you remember from your sleep time. Because it's really important. And I'm hearing there'll be like information given to you that you need. or you've asked for, but it's definitely, they're definitely showing me like sleep time, but they're like also into the weekend. Make sure you carve out time just for you to do what makes you happy. Okay. Not what
Yeah.
everybody else does. And they're also telling me to remind you that even if you take that little bit of time, you come back, all that other stuff will still be there. So it's like
Yeah.
not going to go, you'll still be able to do it, but it's really important that you take that carved out time for you.
Right.
And it's kind of almost like, it's almost like they're trying to slow you down on purpose. And I'm not sure why, but I keep seeing them like, it's gonna sound funny, but I keep seeing them and they're pulling the back of your shirt, like the tail of your shirt, and you're
Yeah.
trying to go forward and they keep pulling you back to slow you down. And so whatever's going on with you, just make sure you carve out some time for yourself. There's nothing negative going on, but they want you to slow down for you. Okay. So that you can bring your body to balance and just, have a good mental moment. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I remember when I was working in the corporate world, it would be like, I'd be working like 60 hours a week and you go home and your brain never shuts off, right? They want you to shut it off so you can just experience the moment. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Dave. You have a great day. Thanks for popping on. And again, that was the Sacred Sage.
Okay.
Love you. Okay, bye. All right. And then I had Lisa's name up there the whole time because, I'm a maroon. All right. So getting a drink of water here. Oh, I didn't even see you. Ha ha, I didn't even see you. You snuck in. I thought he was still on the bottom. I was like, wow, okay. And I'm like, put your glasses on, Bear. How are you today, dear?
I'm very good. You yourself?
I am doing way much better. What is on your shirt?
It is Harley Davidson.
Cool. I like the style. I used to do silk screening a long time ago. So I like that kind of stuff. That's a cool shirt.
Yeah, I like my Harley Davidsons.
How did you do? I'm being asked this to ask you out loud. How did you do on the full moon, the full wolf moon on Tuesday? I think it was. Did you feel any of that energy swirling around? You still feeling some of that energy swirling around?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
It was a pretty intense moon. It's called the wolf moon for many reasons, but there is a story that goes with it too. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you hear a scratching noise, it is truly a scratching noise because Mango is in his coqui nut. I call it a coqui nut. And he's like trying to rip all the ropes and the greens off the coconut. So he's just a maniac. So that's what that is. You're not hearing things. Okay, so your card today is the otter. Okay, I love the otters because otters are, there's a saltwater otter and there's actually a freshwater otter. Different sizes, one's in the rivers and one's in towards the oceans. Like they kind of go where the penguins are and stuff. But otters are really cool because this is, again, maybe this is something that's going to happen today. We never know with the reads, but it's about balance. Okay. Just like with Dave, to take that moment for balance, what they're showing me is like they play, they work, they play, they work, they play, they work, and then they intertwine it. But it's like you're all on one side and not quite enough on the other side. So when they say play, that's kind of like my key to like take a breath, slow down, and again, take time for self, right? Because that's what keeps us healthy. But what they want you to know and what they are asking you to kind of pay attention to is we have to learn to balance it. So we walk down the middle of it, right? Just like light and dark, you have to go in the dark to know what the light is. You have to go in the light to know what the dark is. This is what they want you to do. They want you to better balance yourself by time for you and time for others. Time for you and time for others. Because right now it's lopsided and it's like you're doing more for others than you're doing for yourself. And they want you to learn how to balance that when you walk. Okay. And when you walk forwards on your path and you're going down, you know, on your journey, you always have to keep that in mind. And they're actually tapping like on a rock. They've got like a big rock and they're like tapping it. So that's my indication for you have to be grounded. So every now and then, because you're on one side more than the other as you're traveling your path, you have to come back to that point. So you need that anchor point. So you need to know where that anchor point is, who that anchor point is. You know, it can be a place, it can be a thing, it can be a moment, it can be something that happens, but you need to remember that. So when you are like feeling a little overwhelmed on either side, you can come back to tap to that, to ground yourself. And then again, you'll move forward in a very balanced way. And a lot of it I'm being shown is also because you're learning a lot of things. There's a lot of things that they're showing me. They're kind of bombarding you with stuff, different knowledge and different just things. And you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Or, oh, that's really cool. What is that? You know? So it's kind of make sure you have your touchstone, okay, that you can come back and this is what's going to ground you and you'll then learn to walk in balance. But if you feel like they're saying, if you feel like you're off, you are off, right? You're not balanced. So then you take those 7 breaths, like I do with you guys when I do private reads, right? You take those 7 breaths, hold them and exhale, and then ground yourself. And then everything will be clearer. It'll be a better way of walking and moving forward through your life, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good card. Because like I said, the otters, like they're playful. They love life. And this is also what they're giving me for you. He loves life. He lives.
Yeah, I do, yes.
And he's like always willing to give to others. But right now you need to give for yourself. Okay. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be forever. But, you know, each day you need to make sure that you're getting that so that you don't get overwhelmed on either side. Okay.
Yeah. Great, good card.
All right. I love you. Thanks for popping in. It's your card.
Take care.
Love you,
Love you
babe.
too. Bye-bye.
All right. So let me take a drink of water. And you guys can see my crazy hair. It so needs a haircut, trim for sure. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go up here and say hi to everybody. Okay. I see Margaret's here. Crazy wee thing. Hello. Dave was just here. Lisa. Okay. Yeah, I will give you a card. Let me give you a card. And then I'm going to whip down a little bit lower. I don't know why things are going over on Facebook, but oh well, it's okay. Come to YouTube. Hello, Kay. I see you down in the cellar. I'll get you in a minute. All right, so let's see what we got for Margaret today. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. My favorite critter I used to raise. You've got the duck card this week. Your card is the duck. Okay, so the duck is another one that teaches us about balance. Okay, the duck, and the reason the duck teaches us the balance, and I can see this is what it's about today, is when ducks walk, right, they're bottom heavy. They've got 2 legs and the long neck and head, but they're bottom heavy. So they only have 2 feet and the wings don't work as hands. So they're kind of like have to learn how to balance to walk. I'm sure many of you have seen baby ducklings following after their mom. You know, they're jumping, they're looking up at dragonflies, they're looking up at flies, they're going through the grass and they're looking at life and they have a care in the world, right? And mom's way down on the other end, okay? And then they have to run to catch up to her. Then they come to an obstacle. Mom just kind of takes a hop and she goes up the curb. Excuse me. But the babies being tiny, they can't do that. So they have to figure out how to get their little piled feathered each other's siblings all up over onto that curb. And it's all about balance, okay? So they look around and they figure it out. Each one helps the other one to get up. So this is what's going on with you right now is you have to stay balanced, okay? And as you can see, the duck is kind of like this actual duck is what a khaki duck it's called. The wings they have don't fly. They can't fly from them. But he came up to my camera lens and looked right down because he's curious, right? So this is what they want you to do is to make sure you're balanced, but make sure when you're walking, okay, and not literally, but when you're moving forward in your life, you're aware of the obstacles, okay? So you know best how to get around them, over them, or through them, okay? And this is really important right now. And I'm getting the date of February 8th for some reason. I don't know what it's for, but I'm going to leave it with you. February 8th is something important. And okay, yep, I'm seeing someone from the spirit side with a dandelion, you know, the white fluffy ones that when you go on them, all these little seeds go out and they're like little fluffy flies all over the place. That's what they're doing. And it's kind of a moment. It's like a moment that you have experienced with someone, but they're telling you, they're watching you, and everything good that you're doing is being spread just like this dandelion, right? All over the place. Just pay attention how you're stepping on your path, how you're walking. Be intent on the things that are shown to you to make sure you understand everything that's coming to you, because it'll help you and assist you, because you've planted all these little beautiful seeds from the dandelion. Go. And I don't consider them weeds. A lot of people consider them weeds, but I love them up here because when I was a kid, I used to play with them. We all used to play with them, you know, them and little buttercups, you know, but it's the dandelion. And what you also need to realize is, and everybody should realize this, is each person has the ability to share and set examples for others. So make sure what you're sharing with others is going to be a positive thing. So Miss Crazy Wee Thing, Miss Margaret, that's your card today, and it is the duck. Okay. Hello, Miss K. Oh, look at you, love. Oh, that's purple. That's cool. Oh, I love that. I wish my hair was that long again.
I think it does need trimming a little bit, but I'm coping with it at the moment.
Well, I haven't. I went in the middle of summer last year and they just trimmed it. Oh, my glasses aren't even on straight. But because I lost a lot of hair with the medication they had me on for quite a while, it's starting to come back in. But what's funny is my hair is silver. You can see it like up here. It's all silver. And then it's got this dark brown, right? And one of my friends, and you'll laugh at this, she's been a friend of mine for a long time. She's like my sister. So, I mean, I love her. She says to me, she calls me up the other day. She goes, "Hey, I saw you on that video. What the heck?" I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "What'd you put in your hair?" I go, "What do you mean?" I said, "I washed it." She goes, "No, you look like a dang skunk," because the dark brown, which apparently looked black to her, is right down the middle of my hair. I said, "Shut up. Some people pay good money to have silver put in their hair." So how are you? You look great.
I'm doing well. I've kept up with a lot of the sort of healthy eating that I've been doing, and
Yeah, you look great, girl.
I'm halfway through it, so I've got another 2 stones to go. But I'm trying.
Yeah, you look just great. I just love that purple. It's like lilacs. Yeah. I have lilacs here, and it's the color of the beautiful lilacs that I get here in the summer. All right. Again, Mango's still scratching over there, so if you hear him, that's what's going on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all right. Well, you got the moose today. Okay. And the moose is an important card because the moose speaks to solitude, but not in a bad way. They're very strong. They're very capable of taking care of themselves once they open to that possibility, right? When you see the moose are always on their own, or if they're with another one, it's usually a mother and a calf. So they don't travel like deer travel in herds. They don't travel that way. So this kind of speaks to being strong and being who you are. And they're kind of telling me like it's a kind of a, you're learning new things day in, day out, but it's about yourself and about how strong you are. Some of the things they're telling me you didn't even think you'd be capable of or be able to tap into here or there, but you're finding out as you're moving along that it's okay. And it's okay to be slower to do something, or it's okay to do something quickly, but you're balancing, you're finding that strength within. And they're telling me to tell you that should be like a comfort to you. Always trust that, because you have so much going for you. And I see all this like spirit family around you, people that were here before you in your ancestral line, and people that have walked with you and have since passed. So that'd be family and friends, but it's kind of like they're all like in this horseshoe shape around you, but you're like right in the center up at the top. And they're like, just empower yourself. If you feel like you need, they keep saying the word comfort for some reason.
Yeah.
If you feel like you need comfort or consoling or just not really sure, they're saying empower yourself by calling upon us. And they're like right around you. Yeah. You also have, it's like a female spirit guide that's around you. And I want to say she's one of the, what's the word they're using? Oh, one of the, it's not just a, one of, I got it on the tip of my tongue and it's gone. It's like Merlin. It's like Buddha. It's, you know,
Sorcerer?
Pardon?
Sorcerer.
Yeah, well, yeah, Merlin's
like that, along those lines.
They're man, my brain is just flat, and they're laughing at me right now. They're spirit guides, but they're like our teachers, our masters.
Yeah,
the masters, right? The people that have passed, that actually walk the earth, that have all this information. But I see a woman, and I don't follow the masters, because my interpretation for them that I was given for me was they were people that lived here. So they don't feel, when they come through, they don't talk about themselves as masters. They just feel that they're enlightened spirits that have lived here on the earth. And the one that's showing up for you right now is a woman. And I want to say, I don't know their names, like Quinn, she's using a Q something, Quinn something, look it up. But, and I believe she's Asian, but she's kind of showing me a flower, like a beautiful red with yellow and orange in it. And she's showing me this flower, and she's like giving you and offering you like empowerment. So you kind of need to keep that in mind. And there's going to be some stuff coming up where you will actually say, wow, I need something. And she's stepping forward and saying, ask me, call to me, and I will bring that energy to you. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
If you have any other questions, just write me and I'll get back with you. But I could go really deep with you right now. I mean, they were like, oh, yeah. But because I'm here, I got to be fair. So I love you, though. Thanks for popping in. And like I said, you look gorgeous, girl.
Yeah,
you're my inspiration. Every time I see you dance, you're my inspiration, man. I love you to pieces. You take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye. All right. Spirit, the ascended masters. See, that's what it was. The ascended masters. And Buddha's laughing at me. All right. Sometimes, your brain just doesn't want to work. All right. So we go down here because this is all up front in the beginning. Hi, Vic. How are you? You can have a card, and I am doing better. I'm doing better than I was the other day. And yeah, that was not fun. I don't know what's going on with me. Oh, I said, Sean, he's just got to keep his sickness and illness and stuff away from me. I don't need his creepy crud. Hey, he's the reason I'm losing hair, too. Just kidding. All right. I love my boy. I love Sean. I love Bex. I love all the kids, and I love all my family here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so your card today, this is interesting too, is the Ram. And I actually saw them recently on National Geographic special, and they were showing them bashing their heads into each other, the males. It's crazy. They have muscles, and the way the horns are, they actually go back into their head, and their whole skull and everything goes back. They're like a rubber band to snap back. It's kind of crazy. But what the Rams represent here is your journey and your path. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So they're showing me, like, I'm looking in the mountains, right? And there's like 2 hillsides or cliffs or whatever up on each side, and they go down into this crevice, like you're putting a V on the top of it, and the crevice is really deep and long, and the sides of these canyon are just all solid rock. But the Rams are able to maneuver. I mean, they can jump, they can almost run on them, and the placement is crazy, but they've got like this, again, this sense of balance, right? That's going to have to be the key for the day today. And they're laughing. Took me long enough, they said. But balance, okay? So they're sure-footed and balanced. And this is kind of like what the path and the journey you are on right now is about, balance for yourself. But I see you kind of conquering it and finding ways to get yourself back to balance, if this makes sense. Like you'll have a little bit of like you feel a little wonky every now and then, and you'll be like, oh man, this is crazy. I don't want to do this, or I want to do this, or I can't do this, or whatever's going on. And it kind of slips you up a little bit, right? But they're saying you've got the balance, okay? Because the Ram is right there with you. You have everything you need to walk in balance, and you're getting better and better at it. So it's like this pattern that you're learning how to control this pattern. And because they're saying pattern is because they're showing me all these rocks, and like I'm really scared of heights. I mean, I can't even watch stuff in videos like where they're really up high and like taking a look down, or I get vertigo. And this is kind of what they're showing me, and I'm not really appreciative of it, but I understand it. It's like you kind of feel off when you get to a certain place, certain time. And I'm also hearing that wolf moon might have really kind of messed with you a little bit. And I know it does with me. Different ways. The moon, and this was a really strong moon because it was the wolf moon with a lot of energy wrapped in it. And it kind of throws you off a little bit, or gives you like so much energy. You're like walking around like a lit light bulb 24/7, right? But you're learning how to deal with it, how to balance it. And they're right there with you. And they said, continue what you're doing, and you'll get stronger and stronger and stronger with your able to balance. Okay. So that's what I'm being given to you. And they're very happy and excited. And again, they say just as well, call on us if you need us, your ancestors from the other side, and your card is the Ram. But, people need to remember we can call on them. Their energy, they're different than we are. They're in a different form. So they're able to assist and help us, and they want to. But they're also growing on the other side. They're also growing in an energy form. But if you need assistance, you need to ask them however you want to ask them. I was yelling at some of them the other day, and not yelling, but talking really loud, I guess. I thought, hey, I need you guys to help me do blah, 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 right? And then blah, blah, blah happens because they help us, okay? They help us get to a point where we can do the right changes as they go, or the right steps, right, that benefit us for the better in a positive way. Okay, so that's your card, Miss Vic, and I'm putting those back on actually. Okay, let's go. I hope that works well for you. Hi, Bex. How are you? Hi, James. How are you? Glad you're here. Thanks for coming and streaming with us. Sure. I could give you a card, James. I'm going to scroll you up to the top. Let me get a drink of water really quick. Oh. I'm sorry. I told everybody, I think last time, maybe not, but maybe. The reason I have to drink so much water is I don't talk all day because I live with critters. Well, I talk some, but not a whole lot. And then the one medication I'm down to finally, just one medication I take for my spine now. And the only bad thing about it is it makes me really dry. So my mouth is really dry. And if I talk a lot, I need to drink water. Somebody asked me that the other day, man, you're drinking a lot of water. It's like, yep. All right, James, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. Why are you on the prowl? Sorry, I gotta go to the big burner now. Okay. And Mango just threw seed in my cup. All right. So your card today, James, is the tiger. Okay, really nice card. This is actually okay. I don't know if you remember the song or not, but I think it's called Smooth Operator. And that's what they just said to me to tell you you're a smooth operator. And I don't remember who did that song, but I know it was back in the day when I was like in my 20s, and that's like ancient, right? It's funny when your music comes up and it's on commercials and you're like, oh man, am I old? But they're saying smooth operator, okay? The tiger represents kind of, for you today, is like how it blends with the world around it and how it utilizes the things around you to kind of manifest for yourself the best outcome of things. And the tiger is really slow the way it walks around. And it kind of takes a look at what's going on and really takes its time with a lot of patience, right? To be able to understand everything that's occurring, or if you make a choice this way or you make a choice that way, what is the outcome going to be? What is it going to kind of cascade, kind of ripple across others? How will it affect others? How will it affect the outlook? So what I'm being told for you today is, and I'm just laughing because they keep singing smooth operator, is you kind of have to look at everything before you make a decision with whatever this is to move forward. And I almost get I want to say it's kind of work related, but it also could be just something that you do on a regular basis and you might want to be changing it a little bit, how it's done. But I'm being told whatever this is for you, you need to kind of make sure as you're walking around the situation or person, whatever this is, that you pay attention to, and they're literally saying like clues or the little bits of information that'll be given to you in different places around before you decide how you're going to move forward with it. And again, I'm getting moving forward, but take your time with this. So I don't know what's going on with you, but whatever it is, just make sure you see the whole picture, all the information. Don't just rush in to whatever this is. Just don't try to get it done quickly. You need to kind of pay attention to the details. Okay, so that's your card today, and it is the tiger. Thanks, James, for coming in today and hanging out with us all. I appreciate it. Oh, I see Joanne Garnett. How are you? And somebody says Pod Chicago's here. I'll say hi too. I don't see them, but hi. I will give you a card, Miss Joanne Garnett. I hope you are well. Okay, so let's see what I can come up with you for today. You seem to have a theme going on, which is kind of sometimes the way they do things. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, you got 2 because I had 2 jump out for you. So you get 2. Lucky you, Joanne. Yay. Okay, so the first card that popped out, and again, a lot of these creatures are ancient and they hold wisdoms and a lot of good stuff. This for you today was the first card that fell out. And it was actually in the 8th position, but it's there. So it is there. Oh my goodness gracious, that little boy. Can y'all see that? You see that little hole up there in the corner on the other side over here? Guess who did that? Mango. Anyway, the koi is all about kind of, it's also about ancient knowledge, but it's also about wealth. Okay. And the koi are different color. I can't believe you chewed a coal in it. You know, the bright reds, the bright black, you know, like really predominant, and the white is really white. And they all represent wealth. This can be a wealth of knowledge. This can be a wealth of health. This can be a wealth of people or family. It can be wealth, meaning cash, money. But this is about wealth for you. And I want to say what they're showing me is koi are in the pond with like lotus flowers, and lotus flowers speak to health. So I'm kind of getting the combination of them together, and this is about health. So I want to tell you that they're also saying, and I don't know what's going on with it because I really haven't talked to anybody recently because I've been so crazy, nutty busy. If you've been struggling or someone around you has been maybe struggling to get an answer for health reasons, like something's going on with health, it's almost like the stress of what's going on with them is affecting you. And you need to, okay. And the other card came up for you was the beaver, which represents family. Okay, so the 2 together, and it's like the succession they're showing me is, you need to kind of take a step back to be able to breathe, to be able to ground, to be able to go through and patch your walls of your home, so to speak, your life around you. And I feel like it's been a lot of stress. It's been just a lot of like, bam, life hits and you're like, holy crap, what just happened? And then it's bam. And it's almost like you, again, balance is the key today. You get thrown off balance because everything's hitting you at once. This is not going to last. They're saying like the month of February and they're giving me like 8th to the 12th, things will start to calm down and you'll see that chapter go away so that you'll be able to move ahead. They're also telling me to remember that that you're a very old soul, meaning you've had lives past, and that the present is kind of bleeding over from the past, things that need to be taken care of. And again, it's like you're getting hit with all this stuff. And they're just saying, remember to breathe. Remember to take time for yourself, even if it's difficult to do, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes a day, but step back. Because what happens is when we take all that on, if we don't let that pressure valve go, that can affect us. That can affect your health. It can affect sleep. It can just everything. Can work on your mental health. And I don't mean you're. It just means you're troubled that things you're thinking constantly. Like these things keep you up at night, tossing and turning is what they mean. So yeah, just make sure you're taking time for yourself. you are, it is speaking about family and friends and health in some way. And I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to leave it with you. And again, this card with the koi is telling me you have all the information you need to move ahead and everything will balance out again. But you just have to take care of yourself and get through a little bit more to get to that point. And I'm really sorry. I don't know what's going on with you, but hey, if it is something, you know, you always can inbox me too. All right. Thank you, Joanne. I'm glad to see Facebook's working. Okay. I'm going to go down the thing here. Thank you, Joanne. I am glad I am feeling better also. I do not like being sick. Who does, right? Haha, Tracy, I love it too, right? It's just fun. A lot of people that have, a lot of people having fun. Your mind is gone? Yeah, I had 2 days like that, Pad Chicago. My mind is gone too. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to move this down easily so I don't lose anybody. Okay. Hang on. I read Kay because she came on. I can. And hi, Tina. I'll get to you too. Hang on. Okay, let me do Sarah here first. I'm going to go up the scroll. All right. Holy crap. I'll tell you, I look old some days. I look at myself and I'm thinking, wow, you are getting old. I was just going to say a bad word, but I won't. All right. Let me see what I can pull for Sarah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card. Everybody wants 2 cards today. What's the deal with that? Okay, so I gotta give you 2 cards too because 2 flew out. Okay, so the first card for you today is the horse. Okay, and the second card, because I'm told to show it to you, is the desert wolf. Okay, so this one, this time, is about empowerment. As you can see, this beautiful, beautiful Mustang is running free, right? It's been kind of cooped up in the barn, not been let out, and now it's being let out so that your spirit, your soul energy, positiveness, everything can just go out into the world and accumulate what it needs to make you happy. But right now, it's just at the gate getting out the door, okay? But it's excited and it wants to move forward. And you look at horses, and horses like wild, open, wide open spaces, right? And this is what it's about right now. It's telling me that you are like feeling cooped up and everything's kind of tight and you just want to get out that barn door. Well, that barn door is opening, so it's getting out, and it's just going to get out, and it'll be one day it'll be like you'll be on this side of the fence and the next day the gate will be open. Okay, so balance, patience, balance, patience, balance, patience. Okay, so the desert wolf, which actually is a beautiful animal. I know a lot of people don't like them, but they're coyotes. They're also known as tricksters, and they also are about the divine feminine. Okay, and this one actually is telling me the same thing. And again, we're talking balance and whatever. This is about empowering yourself, okay? Empowering yourself to do what's needed, okay? And the coyote, you know, they hunt as a pack. They hunt with each other. They talk back and forth to devise the correct plan and the best way it is for them to be fed, to have their babies taken care of, to have, you know, they put them in the den. One of the pack kind of watches the den. They're very intuitive, and they're slick. I mean, they are really slick. And by slick, I mean sneaky, okay? So this is kind of what's going on in your world right now. So you have to empower yourself to get around that sneaky, that slick kind of the words are not with me, the slick kind of thing that's going on right now, okay? But you're stronger than that. You're freer than that. You're able to move and do things that you need to do for you, but it's by empowering yourself. But again, the desert wolf comes up, and you need to learn how it works because it works with others, right? To be able to get to the end result that you want to get to. But again, I keep hearing the word slick. Oh, yeah, they think they're slick, okay? They're not slick. You use what they give to you, your feminine and intuitive self, to be able to get done what you need. And when you do, it'll be over like 1, 2, 3, and you'll be out the barn door quicker, okay? I love you. Thank you for coming on and spending time today. Okay. Hi, said hi to Tina. Hi, Cindy. Thank you for the stickers, everybody up there. I see a lot of people have sent them. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Sean got Lee sick too. Oh, see, so Sean's just spreading it around, right? All right. I like that. I don't see Sean sticking up for himself. So okay. All right. Everybody's still saying hi. Hi, Pamela Crawford. How are you? Okie dokie. I'm going down. Sure, I'll give you a card today. Let me see what I can get for you today, ma'am. Hang on 1 second. All right. You can. You can. You can. This is one of those days, right? One of those days. Do I do it this way or do I do it that way? All right. Oh, you'll never believe what I just did. Well, let's see if I can do this right. I've never done that before. Oh, that's just wonderful. Hang on, kids. I shuffled 1/2 side with the deck up and 1/2 side with the deck down. Does not work well. Hang on. I've never done that. That's just like wild and weird. Okay. All right. Let me try that again. That's just crazy. I've never done that. Where one card was up and one card was down, and you shuffle 72 cards so that they, yeah. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mango, you behaving. You're nice and quiet today. Thank you. All right. So, Pamela Crawford, the card for you today is the beaver. Okay. The beaver represents family. The beaver represents working together. But for you today, this is about building new beginnings. Like, we're in the middle of winter, but they're like showing me start now so that by spring, everything will kind of go off and roll off into the direction that you want it to. This is a time of building for you. And oh, by the way, in case anybody didn't know, it's Mercury retrograde we're in right now. Yay. So, but this retrograde is good for me because I'm a Capricorn. So I'm happy about it because it's the full moon was actually in Capricorn and the way the stars are laid out. So it's really good. So I get a lot of energy at this time of the year, especially with the wolf moon. But for you, this is about building new things, like putting your foundation, like sitting down and saying, yep, this is what I want to do. And this is how I'm going to get there. And just kind of figuring everything out, see? And then you come in and you start building it. And I'm seeing you starting it now so that by the time like April comes around, everything will be in the way that you need it to be so that all your plans will go smoothly. And I keep seeing you just keep building those foundations up and make sure they're strong so that when the time comes, and again, I'm seeing like April right now, it'll all work for you and move in the right direction for you. But you've got to put in the work now so that basically like the winter, like the snow kind of takes those seeds and they kind of start them up so that when spring hits, things start to grow, right? Because everything else is under the snow. And this is what I'm being shown. You need to go out and plant your stuff, not literally plant outside, but you know what I'm saying? That, plan your future out, what you're going to be doing this upcoming months and really work on it. And that's what I'm being shown for you, ma'am. There you go, Miss Pamela. It's the beaver. I hope it resonates for you. All right. Going down the list. What does Sean call it? Listy? I'm going down the listy. Hi, Rihanna. How are you? Oh, I made soup the other day for myself too. Okay, so hi, Deb. How are you? Deb Diver. Okay. Cindy Pinkham. Okay, everybody's talking. Hang on. My brain and my eyes don't work sometimes together. Oh, everybody's still talking. I'm way up at the top. Excuse me. Hi, Nikki. How are you? I hope you're well. Nice of you to stop in. Hi, Marissa. I love that name, Marissa. One of my kids' names is Marissa. I love it. It's a great name. Beautiful name. You don't hear too many either. Oh, yeah, everybody's talking ahead of me, right? Now everybody's down at the bottom. Hang on. Thank you for the sticker, Miss Pamela. That's how backlogged I am here. Everybody's talking. Uh-oh, you lost the link. Here, I'll send you the link, Rihanna. There you go, dear. Okay. Dooby-dooby-doo. All right, hang on. Thank you again, Miss Pamela. I love you, Kay. Let me know what you find out when you look her up. I know them by if somebody says them, I know what they are. Yeah, they are. They're good cards tonight. I agree. And I'm sorry I'm taking this long. Pooh fight between the readings. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Come on. I'll tell you. It's kind of crazy. And when I get energy and then you work around and you step into a place, and I'm going to talk about this as I'm looking down the list here. You're very welcome, Vic. You go down the list, you get with people, like-minded people. Whenever I work with other mediums or other, whatever they want to call themselves, because I don't like names, I don't like labels. But it's like, you pull in their energy with your energy. So, Kay, if you have any of that energy going on, my energy is so high right now. It's like, yeah, sure, go for it. I don't care. Good deal. I'm glad, James. It's just kind of one of those things that you work on the energy. So if you're putting positives out, right, and you're just full of all kinds of good thoughts and good, that's going to be expanded to those people that come in contact with you, whether it's through video, whether it's through talking on the phone, whether it's person to person. That's all really good because we want to be positive. So that's what you call lifting each other up, right? You lift each other up. And that's what this family's about here. This is what this space is that we create every time we come online, whether it's Bex and Sean, whether it's Lee, whether it's any of you that come on with us, or it's Paul, or it's Jane, you know, whatever it is, it's all about raising that energy. So when you do that kind of work, you're only asking for positives to come in. And that's why you can feel each other's energy. And this is such a magical family that we've put together here. Oh, let me see how Miss Cheryl. Uh-oh. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. All right. So let me go down. I'm going down again a little bit farther here. Okay. Thanks, Vic. I see you sent a sticker. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure Sean and Bex will put that on. Okay. I found you. You guys taught, you know, that's what's I so fun. I was watching Lee the other day. And it's funny because you guys keep talking and we're all conversing and it's like, okay, who wants to read? But that's the family we've got, and it's a beautiful family. All right. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, I have 2 things for you first before I go any further. I'm being told to ask you, and I'm not going to see this because it'll be way at the bottom, but I'm being asked to show you and ask you about a crystal that you have or have been around. And this crystal here actually has a dragon inside it. You have to hold it up, but it twists and spurs, and you might be able to see it. But it's a dragon, and this is actually a lemon quartz that I got from Carrie Greenaway, and it's like really empowering, and it's very cuts through the BS, right? It cuts through the BS. That's what it does. So I'm being told that you have a crystal that you kind of need to do a little bit more interaction with, work with it, hold it, put it in a pocket, put it near you when you're sleeping, because it's got something to share with you, and it's holding that knowledge in there until you kind of resonate with it and unlock it. I know that sounds really weird, but you know, spirit does what spirit does. But this is mine, and I'm told that it's either a clear or something similar to this, but it's something that you have that you need to work with more. And it'll also help you in your work. Okay, so the card I got for you is tobacco. Okay, and tobacco with the indigenous people is very sacred. It's something that we use to prayer. We offer thanks with tobacco. If someone passes, we throw tobacco. So it's an offering to the other side to assist this person that's come over to that side. It's a blessing. It's protection. So a lot of things go into tobacco. Okay. And what I'm being shown for you, and again, they're showing me this crystal, is almost like with the tobacco, you have to kind of be a little wiser, be a little more aware, is what they're saying, of some of the stuff that's going on around you when you're doing things. Now, I don't know, I see the name here. I don't know if you're doing paranormal investigations, but I feel that up here and in here, you're connected to the other side. And I think that's why the crystal's coming as well, because there's something in there, in the crystal that you have, that will basically kick butt if you take it with you as far as protection goes. But they're saying you need to, it's almost like you ramped up another level. Like you could do things before and hear things and see things before, but it's coming in a little stronger. And I know a lot of times you'll hear people talk about the veil, and the veil is thinner. I don't know that what humans call the veil is thinner, but I think it's because the world is the way it is. People are more aware of it because we all have that ability to connect to spirit. But as we're kids, you know, and we get older, we're kind of taught by society to push it down. But I'm getting really strong that you can connect. But I'm being shown tobacco as protection. And basically what we do in the indigenous culture is we take a small piece of cloth about that big, brightly colored, cut it into that, put a little bit of tobacco in it. I also put sage in mine, and then you tie it with a spring. So it kind of looks like a little, I don't know what they call those things, but it's a little wrap of cloth, and the white is cotton. So it's like to a part of the earth. And we use it in 4 corners of our properties to help us and to thank and to make sure that the other realms are aware that we want their protection. I'm not seeing anything bad, and I'm not saying that at all, but I'm seeing that you are kind of ramping up to that connection. So you need to make sure that as you go through your days that you get rid of stuff that doesn't belong there by smudging, by throwing tobacco, however you want to do it. But I'm also being shown this one crystal, and I don't know if you've got one or not, but there's this one crystal, and it's like kind of supposed to be with you. Okay. So yeah, that's a little weird, but that's your card. And thanks for popping on today. I really appreciate it. And we all appreciate you having time to share with us. Okay. All right. Let me know, inbox me or something. I'd like to know if you've got this crystal. It's kind of crazy. Oh, well, I'm 61. I'm not, I laugh because Mel said to me, "You don't look 61." I think, yeah, I do. I do, but it's okay. Hi, Claire Pope. I see you. There she is. I hate being sick, especially when you don't expect it. And I still don't know why it happened the other day. But it is. Maybe I purged some stuff I needed to get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Guess what card you got today? You got the medicine bag. That's actually my medicine pouch. A medicine pouch, there's a vast amount of different cultures that use them. They have different names for them, but the indigenous people call them medicine pouch, medicine bag. But we keep it with us, and it's things that you care about, things that give you self-empowerment. You can put anything in it. You can put tobacco, and corn is usually a staple that gets put into ours when they're brand new. I haven't made any in a while. I should probably do that. But then we put things that mean stuff to us. Like when I worked on a children's hospital, the families or the kids would give me things, small things, and I'd put it inside. It could be a written word, it could be a picture, it could be anything. But you never show anybody else what's inside, because it's what gives you your power. It gives you your center. It helps you and assists you in your grounding and your teachings and everything that's in your life. And throughout the years, when you have them, you can literally kind of change stuff that's in them. And what I'm being shown right now for you, ma'am, is it's time to change it up. You need to change your approach. You need to take count in what you need to keep to move forward and what you can set aside, not throw out, just set aside. And you need to recharge it. You've got strong connections, you've got strong medicine, but you need to be able to empower yourself. And part of it is you need to change the ritual. You need to change how it's done. You need to change what's inside your power, because you've elevated, you've grown. Change in direction, change in just like enlighten your thinking up. You know, there's more teachings coming to you. There's more everything, but you have to change it up. And as you're doing it, you're going to be like somebody else on here a little while ago. It's like smack, smack, smack. Kind of like what's been going on with me. Smack. You don't want to do that way? Smack. Okay, well, we're going to make you listen to us. Smack. And this is kind of what's happening with us. And when we talk about the veil, like I said, you know, it's a human thing to name things, but it's almost like you're getting more connected to the other dimensions, which is only going to help you and clients and things that you do. All right. So I love you. And that is your card tonight. It is the medicine bag. All right, kids. I thank you totally for staying with me today and sharing your time and sharing your space with me. As always, I send you much love. And, you know, thank you so much for being part of our family here. And until next time, it's Bear out. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in today, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Dimension family here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. My name is Bear Medicine Walker, and I approve of this message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean, and together we are Ghost Dimension, a paranormal investigative show that explores the most haunted locations in the world. You can watch us on
Amazon,
Pluto TV,
also the Roku channel,
or even our own YouTube channel. So please make sure you tune in, check it out, or visit our website at www.ghostdimension.co.uk. And let's see you all very soon.